Hey y'all, it's your girl Melissa's back with another video. So today I wanted to talk about why mind games and playing a game or whatever in a dating life or dating world is a complete waste of time. Okay? And we're going to get into that today because I see it a lot. I see, you know, women coaching other women on how to play the game. There's even guys out there that's teaching women all of these tactics teaching men all of these tactics. And there's men teaching women, like it's just a big mess. Okay. And in my opinion, playing these mind games are a fast road to a short term situation, a very temporary situation. It's not beneficial at all if you're looking for something long term. Okay. If you want to actually have something that lasts and can go the long route or the long haul, you have to be authentic and you have to be present in the relationship, or, you know, and that other person, has to also be present, or it's not going to last at all. Um, and I feel like people that try to manipulate you into being with them or trying to get something out of you, whether it's sex or money or anything like that, is also a sign of insecurity. And it's a huge red flag because the insecurity comes from feeling like they're lacking so much in themselves that they need to do some type of psychological trick in order for you to be attracted to them or even like them. So that insecurity comes from lack of self-worth, and then there's people that are just manipulators and just, kind of evil people. And you need to stay away from that. Like, you have to kind of trust your gut. If you feel like there's a game being played, you have to look out for red flags so that you don't fall a victim to this type of behavior, because there's people out there that really are just, in it to see what they can get out of you. Even if it's just some type of emotion, and you can always feel it. That's why I say trust your gut. Because if you're playing these games, if I'm a huge, believer in law of attraction and putting things out there into the universe. So a lot of the times we don't know that life is like a boomerang. What you putting out is going to come back to you. It may not come back from that specific person, but it will eventually. And so if you're going into a relationship or a situation playing games and you wind up being on, the receiving end, you can't be mad because you went in there with a plot. Okay? So if you're not ready to date, you're not ready to show up and be yourself and just, kind of what they say, all's fair in love and war. Like, there is a possibility that you're going to get hurt. That's how it goes, But also, if you want something real and something substantial, you have to present yourself, as authentically as possible and expect that from the other person. This doesn't mean that you have to be stupid or turn a blind eye and try to say, oh, I'm going to look for the best. And, because some people just really, it's not a match. They might not necessarily be a bad person, but they're not for you. And so you don't want to be too naive either. You definitely want to keep your eyes open and say, okay, something doesn't feel right about this person, and trust that. Don't try to make excuses for them. Or I talked about that in another one of my videos of, you know, the emotionally unavailable man. Don't start making excuses. And this video is for men or women, because I feel like men too sometimes, especially if they're watching these videos that's floating around out there, with these coaches trying to give men tactics on what they need to do in order to get a woman. In my opinion, that's more of a female thing because women are more like, you know, scheming, I guess is the right word. But men are more competitive, you know, and if a man is taking the time out to try to manipulate you or, you know, run a game on you, that's some real feminine stuff to do, and you don't want to be bothered with that anyway. You know, so just trust the vibe, trust, you know, the energy, and if it feels right, then go with it. If it don't, then be out. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say today about that topic, and hope to see you again in the next video. Bye.